Did you know about the death of the Incredible Hulk in 1990? Essentially, he can move at a top speed of 300 miles per hour and cover 3 to 4 miles in a single jump. How much do you know about Hulk's movies? Stick around until the end of this video. 1977, The Incredible Hulk. The opening credits showed the Hulk picking up a car and rolling it down the hill. This was not a special effect. When they were filming the scene, the steel cable that was supposed to help Lou Ferrigno lift the car broke. It was 4 a.m., cold, wet, and Ferrigno had been working 18 hours days to refilm all the Hulk scenes for the pilot. The role had originally been played by Richard Kiel. Ferrigno was so frustrated that he decided to lift the car himself rather than wait for the special effect team to try to reset the cable. 1988, The Incredible Hulk returns. This made-for-TV movie served as a pilot for a proposed Thor TV series that never went into production. Lou Ferrigno wears a new wig as the Hulk in this TV movie and its sequels. Ferrigno's hearing was deteriorating and the new wig hid his hearing aid. 1989, The Trial of the Incredible Hulk. Stan Lee has a cameo as the foreman of the jury in the dream sequence. This marks his first ever cameo in a Marvel Comics adaptation, though this would become a tradition in later adaptations. Daredevil is dressed entirely in black in this film, despite his dark red costume in the comics. Soon after this film was released, the comics gave Daredevil a black costume in the miniseries The Man Without Fear and was later used in Daredevil 2015. 'The Death of the Incredible Hulk', 1990. The set that was used to film the Hulk's final scene initially remained intact because of plans for a four-part series, Hulk TV movie, which had two working titles, Rebirth of the Incredible Hulk and Revenge of the Incredible Hulk. However, Bill Bixby's death prevented the proposed installment from being made. Following up appearances by Thor and Daredevil in the two previous Hulk TV movies, Iron Man was initially intended for use in the film. Hulk 2003. Edward Norton was approached to play Bruce Banner, but he turned it down. He didn't like the script despite being a Hulk fan. He later accepted the role in The Incredible Hulk 2008. According to the ILM animators, the Hulk's stats are as follows. He weighs 3,452 pounds. He can exert 14 tons of pressure per square inch. His skin is 10 times as strong as Kevlar. His chest measures 17 feet and 4 inches. His waist is 12 feet and 10 inches. His feet are 4 feet and 3 inches. If he wore shoes, they would be US size 87. His neck measures 6 feet and 9 inches. He can move at a top speed of 300 miles per hour and cross 3 to 4 miles in a single jump.
I'm passing flight level 600. This is out of my envelope.
Hang in there, legend.
I can't maintain. He's all over my aerodynamics.
You'll lose consciousness before you.
Hulk 2008. Captain America Civil War 2016 is the first reappearance of William Hurt as General Thaddeus Ross since this film, an 8-year absence for his character. The Russo brothers directing that film wanted to incorporate Ross as they felt that character had been forgotten a bit since this film. At around 1/8 in 4 minutes, Betty Ross buys Bruce some purple pants. In the comics, the Hulk is almost always seen wearing purple pants. The Avengers 2012. Number 1. The Hulk bringing Iron Man back to consciousness by roaring at him was improvised by Mark Ruffalo during his motion capture performance. Number 2. Louis Leterrier wanted Mark Ruffalo for the role of Bruce Banner in The Incredible Hulk 2008 before Edward Norton was cast. Number 3. Sound editor Christopher Boyce has stated that he went through a complicated process to craft the Hulk's voice. The final product turned out to be a combination of Mark Ruffalo, some Lou Ferrigno, and a little bit of me and two people from New Zealand. Age of Ultron 2015. They are the world's best superheroes team, so they need the world's best equipment in their arsenal. There will be numerous new invasion and upgrades in Age of Ultron, mostly regarding virus weaponry. Black Widow wields new supercharged buttons. Captain America's shield will have installed an Iron Man-esque callback feature, and Hawkeye will hold a new all-encompassing selection of arrow tips, perfect for any situation. Finally, Hulk will be given some super stitchy pants, a wardrobe upgrade that is clearly needed for a long time. Thor Ragnarok 2017. Number 1. At around 54 minutes, Thor's friends from work line about the Incredible Hulk was suggested to Chris Hemsworth by a Make-A-Wish child who visited the set on the day the scene was filmed. Number 2. Stan Lee at around 51 minutes, executive producer and co-creator of Thor and the Incredible Hulk, appears as the barber who cut Thor's hair. Number 3. This marks the first time in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that the Incredible Hulk was not voiced by Lou Ferrigno but by Mark Ruffalo. Ferrigno voiced Hulk in the Incredible Hulk 2008, The Avengers 2012, and Avengers Age of Ultron 2015.
You're in there, Banner. I'll get you out.
Infinity War 2018. Number 1. For the first time in Marvel Cinematic Universe history, Bruce Banner communicates directly with the Incredible Hulk. Number 2. At around 4 minutes, Loki says, "We have a Hulk to Thanos," quoting what Tony Stark said to Loki in the Avengers 2012. Number 3. At around 11 minutes, the Incredible Hulk crashing into Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum is a nod to the comic book The Infinity Gauntlet, where the Silver Surfer is the one to crash through a strange window and warn of the threat of Thanos. Number 4. The filmmakers wanted the Incredible Hulk and Bruce Banner's relationship to become increasingly dysfunctional, carrying over from his last appearance in Thor Ragnarok 2017. What if the Incredible Hulk were no longer interested in solving problems for Bruce Banner?
We have a Hulk.
Game 2019. Number 1. Thor has Hulk and Iron Man pest dispensers in his room next to a Stormbreaker. Number 2. Director Joe Russo's daughters Eva Russo and Leah Mariella Russo portrayed respectively Hulk's daughter and one of Professor Hulk's fans wanting autographs and selfies. Number 3. The post-credit scene that is added for the release of this film consists of a tribute to Stan Lee, a deleted Professor Hulk scene, and a sneak peek of Spider-Man Far From Home. Hulk Attorney at Law 2022. Number 1. It was announced on December 10, 2020 that Mark Ruffalo will be reprising his role as Bruce Banner the Hulk, along with Tim Ross reprising his role as Emil Blonsky, Abomination from The Incredible Hulk 2008. Number 2. Marvel's first full solo Hulk project, The Incredible Hulk 2008, was partly developed and distributed by Universal Studios. To this day, Marvel Studios still hasn't purchased the distribution rights to a Hulk film from Universal. This explains why a Hulk film featuring Mark Ruffalo could not be made despite Ruffalo taking the role in The Avengers 2012. Number 3. The second MCU project to acknowledge the events of The Incredible Hulk 2008 after Bruce Banner quoting "I broke Harlem" in The Avengers 2012. Although William Hart reprising his role of Thaddeus Ross in Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, and Black Widow, he never acknowledged the events of that film. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and subscribe, make sure to also like. I'll see you next time.